Hello guys, my name is Abraham and today we're going to be reacting to Llama Arts. So this one is called School Lockdown Animated, Stores Animated. After that we're going to watch the second one and then there's a Halloween special. So yeah, let's react to this one. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
It was a typical boring day in calculus, only it was Friday, 7th period,
These guys
meaning
are
the
the
week was
best,
almost
so.
over and spring break would finally be upon us.
Yep.
So everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't
Like,
have a test that
just
day
let the
like a
spring
lot of my
break here
friends
be
did with their
already.
other teachers. So our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.com. He was a very laid-back teacher like that. As we were doing some brand
this
new
is
logo
kinda
quiz
cool.
on Sporkle, I remember the exact moment it happened.
Okay.
Right after my friend answered a question, I remember the exact answer too, Adidas. The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown. I actually
That
got
happens
chills
a lot in
and I
middle
got
school.
goosebumps on my
Or high
arms
school.
as our usually laid-back
Wait,
teacher
Alright, let's continue now.
came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown.
Whoa.
I actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher, too, seemed panicked as he ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room.
Like, bruh.
We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes.
Okay, it's getting really dark. I can't even see.
Buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other, realizing this must be serious. A few more minutes of waiting later, we heard a man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll kill all of you." It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life.
Who wouldn't?
My teacher shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions.
Just
the
shut
banging
up,
then moved
like seriously.
from the lockers to our classroom door.
Whoa, look at that.
And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no. The banging on the door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up."
Like he knows.
2 of the girls in the class were crying out loud now.
Why?
It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person until we could not hear him anymore.
You need to go get some.
I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation,
Like,
the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not. Now this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security, so the school was wide open to something like this happening. The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching, but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons. The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of the school. And
so like he lives
that
here?
were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum.
Nah, you gotta grab that or something. Call the cops, bro.
For example, leaving the closet door open, because by the time a police officer could arrive on the scene, the man was gone. My entire
I have a feeling he was faking it.
No idea if this
so
man
like
was ever found,
he wouldn't get caught.
I like to think that right now he's being given the proper help that he needs.
Some people cannot be changed, trust me. Alright, let me go find another video. See you guys in a minute. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's continue. Here we have the school lockdown. Let's get comfy. I'm getting comfy, bruh. Son.
I'm 22 years old, fresh out of college, and I recently got a job at my old high school.
Wait, don't you stay in college more than that, right? Maybe I'm wrong.
The basement of the school is very messy and disorganized, but there
is that
is
a Unana Knuckles right there?
That's actually very nice
Alright
down
then.
there. It has 3 nice big desks, 2 mini
Ooh.
fridges, a flat screen TV mounted on the wall, and oh so satisfying air conditioning, a luxury the students and teachers cannot enjoy in the school. And of course all the school servers
That's actually
and other
sounds
computery
kind
stuff.
of like a paradise to me.
I got the job because 3 of my old
Nice.
computer teachers flat out adored me. I could actually consider them
So
as
you gotta
real
be a
friends,
suck
not
up.
just teacher figures. So they all helped tremendously
You
in
gotta be
landing
a
me
suck
this
up.
job.
Or a teacher's pet.
It's been great. Until something that happened a few weeks ago. My 2 co-workers that shared the office with me, Dave and Gary, weren't in the office at the time.
Okay.
They were upstairs working
That's what
on
I hate when
papers
you're
or
alone.
whatever.
It's scary.
I was eating my sandwich during my lunch break when I got a phone call from one of the women
What
in
is
the front
that?
office telling me the school was on lockdown and that somebody
Oh, that's
possibly
not good.
armed had entered the school. There wasn't much that I could do other than turn off the lights because, surprisingly, as nice as this little office was, it didn't have an actual door to it, just a big
Why,
opening, and the door to the whole
bro?
basement didn't even have a working lock.
That's
For my
unbelievable.
own safety, I did turn off all the lights in the office
Okay.
and my computer screen.
Do whatever you
I
can,
kept
my
my
man.
phone on the desk,
That
texting both Gary and Dave, but they wouldn't respond. I sat down there in the dark, playing games on my phone for like 20 minutes, waiting for the call from
It's
up
not
front
even.
to tell
It's
me
like
to
he's
resume working.
acting like it's not even a big
I had
deal.
no idea what was happening. I couldn't hear what was going on upstairs from down here. But I was not allowed to make any calls until I was informed that the lockdown was over. Then the noisy basement door opened.
No, that's when
As
you
the
go like
creaking echoed
hide or
across the
something,
basement
man.
and into my office. I sat up
Hide
from my seat,
right now.
wondering if I should call out Gary or Dave. I was
Don't
eager
call
to get some info from
anybody.
them.
He's gonna know you're there.
Someone then came running down the stairs, and their footsteps were approaching my office. I pushed away my
Hide.
chair and crawled under my desk. Somebody entered the office, but
Oh
did not
my
turn on the
God.
lights. There was just silence. I can't even describe the fear I was experiencing. I felt like if I made one sudden noise, I'd be a dead man.
Exactly.
Suddenly, my phone dinged as I got a text message.
Why did you not?
I felt my entire world shrivel up and die at that
Why
one
did you not
moment
put your
as
phone
I
on
clenched
mute,
my
you
teeth
stupid
in fear.
idiot?
Footsteps suddenly moved closer to me until I finally dove out from under the desk in capitulation, begging whoever it was not to kill me.
What the frick,
Just
bro?
then, someone grabbed my arm and pulled me up.
Okay.
It was some guy in a red plaid button-up
Why does he
jeans
look
and a
like
reddish
Freddy
black
Krueger
cap.
with a cap on his
He
head?
told me, "It's okay, I'm just down here hiding with you." "What's going on up there?"
This
I
dude
whispered to
is
him.
sus.
He kind
from
of
Among
ignored my
Us.
question and asked me if there's an exit down here. I told him, yeah, around that way. Before he could do anything else, I asked him, "Who are you?"
Now he's
There was a
more
brief moment
capable.
of silence.
Look,
Before
the
he
reason.
started
Look,
explaining
guys,
he was coming in to pick up.
The reason why he asked that is just in case, because, like, let's say, I say there's no exit, he would kill me in an instant. If I said no, he would kill me in an instant. So that's why he asked. All right, let's continue.
His son when a teacher told him to hide. After his explanation, I checked my phone and saw the text I received was from Dave. It said, "Dude, this is fucking crazy. Some guy with a gun shot Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and a hat.
Oh
Whatever you
no!
do, don't come upstairs." I was about to reread that text
You
out loud
gotta
to the
do.
man
Oh no!
until
Oh
I
no!
realized.
Oh
I
no!
looked up and felt my stomach sink. The man seemed to catch on to my suspicious stare. Panicking, all I could think to do was to run for the
Yeah, go,
upstairs.
go, go,
A
go!
gunshot echoed through the basement, and I could hear the bullet ricochet off something metal in the darkness.
Oh,
But
thank
God
goodness
the
it.
bullet missed me, and I made it
Yeah, bro.
upstairs. Fortunately, police were waiting at all exits, including the basement exit, and caught the man the second he opened the door.
Sucker, you
More
go!
good news. Our teacher, Mr. Buckley, survived the gunshot. It was later determined that the
That's
man
good.
and Mr. Buckley had some beef for whatever reason, but that was never revealed.
Why
All we
would
know
he
is
have
that Mr.
beef?
Buckley couldn't have done
Okay.
anything that would have warranted this kind of reaction.
I know.
And I know that the sound of that gunshot will forever echo in my mind.
You know. Oh wow. Wow. Unbelievable, dude. Alright, that was a sick episode. I'm gonna watch one more, and it's a Halloween special thing. So we're gonna watch it in a minute. Alright, so this is the Halloween special. So yeah, let's react to it. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for it. A minute. Okay,
Back in
yes.
high school, I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class. It basically just had to do with real life mysteries.
That's Mr.
and
Buckley
shit.
again.
I was into that kind of stuff. I was taking the class with a good friend,
Hey, Mr.
who I'll
Buckley.
call Ben for this story. The teacher
He's
at the
kind of
class
like
took
a
us on
bully,
field trip to a nearby
a
abandoned
bully
village
kind of
with
friend
an unknown
system
past.
there. I don't know
The
what I'm talking
village
about.
was built in the early 1900s, but seems as though it had been quickly abandoned shortly after it was built.
Let's actually start
The bus
over
ride there
because
was about 20 minutes.
it didn't look that
All
good
of us were glued
earlier.
to the bus windows
Alright,
as we pulled up some.
let's go. Try this again. I've been recording for about 11 minutes.
Back in high school, I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class.
Alright.
It basically just had to do with real life mysteries and creepy shit. I was into that kind of stuff.
Creepy
I was
crap,
taking
bro.
class with a good friend, who I'll call Ben for this story.
Yeah, I don't think
The
he
teacher at
likes
the
you.
class took us on a field trip to a nearby abandoned village with an unknown past.
Why? Just
The
why?
village was built in the early 1900s, but seems as though it had been quickly abandoned shortly after it was built.
Okay.
The bus ride there was about 20 minutes. All of us were glued to the bus windows as we pulled up some sketchy-looking, decrepit road cutting through dense forest. The road eventually led to a clearing.
Okay.
We were there.
Oh, I would say no and go. No and go. No way.
Then there were the buildings.
No way I'm gonna go to a village like this. This is like a ghost town.
Such chilling vibes. The teacher lined all 20 of us up, counted heads, and then began.
Why would you go on a field trip like this?
The point of this
Seriously.
little field trip was to use the so-called skills we learned in class to see if we could put anything together about why the village may have been abandoned so long ago. Some of the buildings had holes in the walls to serve as entryways. There were even holes in the ground.
I think this is like when they were at war or something. I have no idea.
Basements of some of the buildings, which seemed creepy. There was one building though. It stood taller than any of the others.
Okay.
It just intrigued me the most.
Oh, that one? Nope. That's a special one? That is not a good one.
decided to sneak off on our own to look for anything interesting.
Mistake.
We walked off in the direction of the tallest building. We saw a hole in the ground. It was dug by the back door of the building, which had been sealed off. In the hole was a ladder, which led down to the concrete floor below.
Okay, that plank
We
must
both
lead
looked
to
at
the
each
house,
other
I
and
guess.
knew we had to do
I don't know
it.
what I'm talking about.
Ben climbed down first, then me. Luckily, this was just around the time Apple started putting flashlights on their phones, so we had a source of light. It was creepy down there.
There is
There
nothing.
were a couple of beer bottles, one graffiti tag on the wall, and dusty wooden planks everywhere. There was a wooden stairway which led up to complete darkness, since all windows and doors had been sealed shut from above.
Why do you?
We had already gone as far as to enter the building, so we
I'm starting to feel like something bad is about to happen.
And with each step, the creakiness of the 100-year-old wood made me feel as if I was going to fall through each and every step. Ben followed suit. This floor of the building was very tight. It seemed like there were many openings going off into different, smaller rooms.
Something is about to happen.
It was so dark in there, you would never even guess it was
I'm bad,
Ben
bro.
and I were
I'm
honestly
bad.
starting to get creeped out in there, and agreed to go back
I'm back.
outside.
Alright,
Just then,
too late.
there was a noise in one of the tiny rooms.
Now that's when you
A big rock
make a
hit the concrete
U-turn.
floor.
Go back to where you came from.
A normal instinct
Go back to
would
where
be
you
to
came
run.
from, my dude. Go back
Ben and I
home.
froze,
Don't even
locked eyes
go on
for
the
a
bus,
moment,
bro.
Then both tiptoed over to the opening of the room.
And if they say you get an F minus,
into the room
better.
and ran.
It's not worth it.
We ran back down the stairs and then up the rusty ladder back outside. We
Alright.
caught up to the group out of breath. We didn't say anything, though, to avoid getting in trouble.
Okay.
One of our classmates asked us what was wrong. We told him we snuck into one of the buildings. And in one of the rooms, when we shined the light into it, we saw 3 guys standing maybe 10 feet away from
that
the
is
doorway,
creepy.
facing Ben and I in
Creepy.
a weird formation,
Creepy.
as if
Stop
they were
it.
waiting for us.
Oh my gosh, bro.
As we continued
Stop.
following the group,
Stop.
we paid extra attention to the
Stop.
tall building we entered from the distance. And before leaving, we saw a person's face at one of the higher level windows that had not been boarded up.
Nah,
We
bro.
never told the teacher in fear of getting in trouble.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to think. Were those just homeless people living in there? Were they gang members in hiding?
Why would they
freaks me
live
out with
there
his
anyway?
theory. He says they were ghosts of the people who once lived in the town.
Then how do we see?
Still,
Nothing makes
the way the
sense.
3 guys were just hauntingly standing there, so calmly, staring at us the moment we peeked our heads through that
Why?
doorway.
Stop showing me their
Still can't
faces,
get that
bruh.
image out of my head.
That's creepy.
I may go back to that village one day, just to prove Ben's idea wrong.
Yeah, and there will be proof that you're dead. I'm gonna, like... Oh my gosh, I am getting creeped out right now. Okay. There's only there, I can't watch any more, okay? I'm gonna watch one more. Scared cat. I'm scared cat. Okay. Let's look at some more videos. Yeah, I know, I'm scared cat. Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. I don't care. Alright, let's see. I'll be right back, alright? Alright, here's this one.
Happy holidays from Antarctica.
From Croatia. From Iceland.
That last one freaked me out a lot.
This year, give them the world. Only at NordicTrack.com.
Alright, we have a cuckoo. Boo.
It was Halloween night of 2007, freshman year of high school, and I was with my friends,
Hey.
Ivan, Ryan, and Jesse.
Alright.
We were all dressed as the Super Mario characters. I was
Nice.
Luigi since I was the second tallest.
Alright.
Ivan was Mario since he's short and buff. Not that Mario was buff.
He fat.
Jesse
like
was
Mario.
Waluigi because he's freakishly tall and skinny, and Ryan was Wario because he's just really fat. So they were the perfect
that's
group
kinda
costumes
mean.
for us.
Hope that
We
guy
live in a
doesn't see
very
your videos.
non-congested suburban neighborhood. with
Why
a
do I
decent
keep getting
amount of space in
goosebumps?
between
I don't have
houses.
no idea
On
why.
Halloween, that's
We
the
just
worst
started
thing ever.
this, and I'm already
Less
getting
bang for your buck.
goosebumps on my face,
We
on
were
my
trick-or-treating
legs,
for
on my
hours, way
arms,
past
bro.
dark, and eventually came the time
Scaredy
when
cat.
most trick-or-treaters were heading home.
I'm a very scared cat.
My feet started to hurt, and I had to constantly switch
Sorry,
arms
guys,
for
I
holding
think,
a now 10-pound pillow sack of
you know.
candy. But we planned on going until our bags were completely full. A lot of the houses
You
by
want to
now
become
weren't
like
answering
Wario?
anymore. It was probably past their cutoff time for giving candy to trick-or-treaters. Approaching our next house, we saw a purple bucket on the stoop, which was the best feeling ever.
Why?
I
I
was the
saw
one
that
to get
dude
close enough
peeking.
to realize it was empty, which was the worst feeling ever. I turned around when I heard a knock at the window of the house. We all looked at the window.
Okay.
Couldn't see anyone, but heard someone call out, "Wait."
Wait.
The door opened, and an older man, late 40s, already balding, stepped outside.
Ouch.
He told us to come inside so he can get us some more candy.
I'll see you
Just
later,
wait
my
out
dude.
here. He
I
responded
would
saying
rather
something
just wait
along the
outside,
lines
you
of,
know?
"Nonsense,
just wait
come on
outside,
in, we'll get you your candy."
Who
Ivan
is that?
stepped in and said, "It's all right. Come on, Dan, let's go."
I
told the guy
think
to
no,
take
that's
care and
that guy
apologized.
is a kidnapper.
Just stood there
He's
watching as
gonna
we walked
do
off,
things to you,
not saying anything.
but we're not gonna get into
I
that.
felt bad, but at the same time, that guy seemed like a creeper.
He
and
is
I
a
figured
creeper.
I just dodged a bullet not going in there.
You
If the
dodged
story
it
ended there,
nicely,
it
my
wouldn't be
dude.
scary. So of course, it
Wow.
didn't end there. We skipped a few of the guy's neighboring houses just to get further away and continued on with our business. We were walking down close to the nature preserve now, so there weren't many houses
What
around
is
us.
that?
At this point, we were now
You
walking
guys
back
could
closer to
clearly see
Jesse's
that, right?
house.
I'm saying, man.
I noticed Ryan had stopped walking, and I turned around to see what's up. He said he heard someone moving from behind the trees in the preserve.
Okay.
Now, this was before everyone's phones had flashlights, so we couldn't just go searching in the woods for someone. Besides, we were just telling Ryan that it must have been a raccoon or something.
Totally, it's a
this is bit of
raccoon after what
cliche,
just
but
happened.
when things like this happen in real life,
Hilarious.
you always assume the more logical possibility. It's just natural.
Why are
would
they
we
in
assume we were
a
being followed?
single file line?
I had to put my arm around
By the
Ryan's
way.
shoulder and nudge him forward.
Why are they in a single
A
file
little
line?
ways down the
Can't they
street,
just be
he
in
and
a whole
Ivan
bunch?
picked up on the sound as well.
Like the
When we
the
all
one
stopped,
who's
the
behind
sounds of the
is
footsteps
the
from
one who
beyond the
the
trees
one
stopped
who's
as
the
well.
victim.
Ivan yelled at the obvious stalker to go away, or we would beat the shit out of them. I knew he was just bluffing, though. I could hear the nervousness in his voice. The snap of a twig from beyond the trees triggered a fight-or-flight response in all of us. Me, Jesse, and Ryan all ran for it. Ivan was at first charging to attack, but he quickly followed after realizing we had all taken off. We ran down the dark street, and we all noticed the sounds of at least 2 or 3 pairs of footsteps crushing the twigs and leaves in the woods. We banked it
It's
hard
obviously
down
that
Jesse's
old
street
man,
when
like,
it
come
finally
on,
came
dude.
up and ran straight for his backyard, entering his house
There
through
was
the back door.
there was eyes.
The first thing we did was
Probably
peek out
like
through
a
his living room
kid
window.
was there.
We couldn't see anyone. We all had to gather our thoughts and discuss what the hell just went down in his living room, when all of a sudden we heard Jesse's backyard gate slam shut.
Oh my
Jesse
god.
dove to turn off the lights.
Oh my god,
There was a
bro.
click and a bang from down in the den. It was more than likely Jesse's back door. We all agreed to go down armed with knives and face them. Jesse turned on his back door light, but there was nobody out there. Just then the front door opened, and we all screamed like animals. Jesse's mom and sisters came rushing downstairs.
Wario, Bear,
They had just gotten home from their friend's
Luigi,
little house party.
Chimpanzee.
We all rested assured knowing it was
Waluigi.
just them. Jesse explained what happened, but made it seem a lot less dramatic. Me and Ivan went home after that and called it a night. At 12:30 a.m.,
You know what's
I got
scarier
a
than
disturbing text
dramatic?
message.
Okay.
It was from Jesse.
Jesse
It
at
said,
12:30
It
a.m.
wasn't my mom. I texted back saying, "What?"
What are you talking about, bro?
He responded back quickly, saying, "It wasn't my mom in the backyard."
And who was it?
My fingers slammed the buttons on my phone, responding back, "What do you mean?" There was a long pause before he finally told me that his mom and sisters said they never went in the backyard. I told him to immediately check the backyard from his upper deck. He had already done just that. He also told his mom everything, and she had already called the police. They didn't find anyone back there.
I
but
hate when
Jesse
they
did
don't get
mention the
caught,
guy who
bro.
invited us
Like,
in while
justice has
trick-or-treating.
not been served.
Nothing ever became of
Why?
that, and nothing ever happened at Jesse's
Why?
house again after that one
Just
Halloween
why?
night.
Whatever. Alright, we're done. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares for a month. I'm a scaredy cat. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications. And yeah. Let me just gonna get out there for a minute. Wait a second. Okay. Well, guys, that was a very long video. To me, okay. Jeez, that picture of a bird is creeping me out. Owl. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.